go. There's the back. Bringing it up, that's not too bad. Okay, let's get that sound going so you can hear me. Alrighty, so what do we need to do? We need to grab this body, and we've got that body. We need to get in there and drill those holes. I've got the drill bit too. I've got black hardware. It's got Mr. Glynn's Cruel Mistress vintage telly pickups, brass saddles, bone nut. It's all good. Where the weed at? What's going on? Thank you for the follow. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Oh! Okay, so that's that guy there. But that's to show you that copper-looking red cedar when it really gets polished up. It really looks copperish.
Come here, little guy. Come here, my little boy. Hello. Hello. How you doing? How you doing?
To go on top. So that's what we did there. That back's going to be sensational. That is so smooth. Very, very smooth. Ha! Absolutely. They are drums. They're percussion instruments as well as stringed instruments. They can be used. If you watch the old flamenco guys playing, the old Spanish guys, they're doing all that stuff. They're going tippa-tappa, tippa-tippa-dum, ring, 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 tippa-tappa, tippa-tappa, dum, ding, dong, dang. So it's all good. Hello, everyone. Happy New Week. Welcome to another week. And this is the Guitar Show in Sydney. My name is Manny, and we're here to build guitars and have some fun with you guys. Grey Dog with a big 31 months resub. Thank you very much. What a streak. You are by far, must be close to the longest streak we have here. Welcome on in. Thank you very much for your ongoing support, my friend. We do appreciate you. We can't have this show without people like you donating and giving us your hard-earned tokens of joy. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Where are we up to? Okay, let's have a look. We've got a bass bridge we're going to measure up and fit today. We also have the cap on this guy on and trimmed, and we're going to round the edges, and we're going to round those edges, and we're going to route the pickup cavities and the bridge position and get that guy towards the finishing stages. There it is there, guys and girls. Starting to come along, 34-inch scale. She's kicking along, singing a song. I made some templates. We've got a template for a pair of precision pickups. I also have a template for a jazz pickup for the bridge position. So we're going to use those templates to route those pockets, and it's going to come along nicely. Orby in the house. What is going on, Orby? Thank you very much for the resub. 28 months, my friend. That is awesome. Awesome. Appreciate your support, brother. Let me just give you a shout out. Orby. Get out and check out Orby. Great fun today, Orby. Really good stream. Have a look at the bass, my friend. We've got the cap on. The bacon bass. We've got the cap on. We've measured it. I've got a center line down there. We're going to fit a bridge today and measure that out. Get a couple of pickup cavities, a P bass and a jazz bass in the bridge. That guy's coming along. We're going to round over the edges and get this looking like a bass. Nice and curvy and nice and round. Looking sweet. Excellent. It is possible, dude. Anything is possible. Let's flick over to the bench. I'll show you this bass we've got here. It's called the Kick-Ass 4. The Kick-Ass 4 bridge. Literally, that's what it's called. Hilarious. I had to buy it when I saw the name. Let me get to the bench and let's see what we got here. How are we going? Okay, we're good. There's the bench. There's our workspace. Bring that down. Get that across a little bit like so. And we're going to have a look at this guy here. It has brass saddles. That's what I like about it. Snappy brass saddles. One's fallen out, but it's in the box. There it is, a 4-string hardtail bass bridge. Looking pretty good. Nice big Nice big saddles there. 5 big screws to keep it down. Strings out through the back there, so there won't be any, easy installation, and it's nice and flat. And that guy's going to sit in there like so, right down the back there. That line is the 34-inch line. We're going to put it somewhere there, and then we're going to fit the jazz. Cut the jazz in there, 30 millimeters above the top edge, or just over about an inch and a quarter, and then 60, about 2 inches and a quarter, or 2.5 almost. Above that, we're going to put the P-base cavities in there as well. So that's coming along. All black hardware. Yes, indeed, Eorbi. All black hardware. I've got black pickups, black. I'm thinking about turning, I've got some of this camphor laurel. I'm going to turn the volume, the tone and the 2 volumes, and I'm going to probably put a little black piece of stone on the top, a polished stone on the top of those, just for something different. Hello there, Karen Day. Karen Day is our friend. Karen Day is our friend. Cake. What is it? I've got to get Karen a shout out. How are you, Karen? Willie's in the house too. Good to see you guys. Texas Tom in the house as well. Let's go to Flamier. Go and check that girl out. And if you haven't seen her store, go and check her store out. Karen Day, what's going on? Tell me everything. I need to know everything about you. I need to know everything. How's it going? How's the store going? Is it good? Excellent. I'm so proud of you and so happy of the stuff you've done. Look at the base. We've got bacon wood on that guy. There's lots of cake. It looks like a tiramisu sauce, chocolate sauce all over there. We're going to round those edges. We're going to put some some pockets in there. And that's what I'm working on now. We're going to measure that guy up and get that guy towards the finishing stages. There's the back, by the way. It's a one piece. There's that neck. A nice big. And Orbi would like this neck. It's about 22 to 23 mil. Not quite an inch. Not quite an inch, but it's a bit of a baseball bat. It's a nice, good, solid neck to get some jazzy runs going. Jazzy runs. Yes, indeed, Karen Day. She's been on fire. On fire. Absolute fire. Who have we got? And Karen, Terry's in the house. Terry with the big resub, 31 months, the same as Grey Dog, 31 months. Terry, how are you? Welcome on in. Thank you very much for being here. I know you've been busy lately, and I don't want to keep you, so if you feel you need to run, please do. Yes, it is. It's specifically for, Tom, the truss rod specifically for electrics, guitars or basses. It's extra long. So instead of, say, 420 millimeters, they start at about 400 for acoustics, or 390, 380 millimeters, a foot and a couple of inches sort of thing. And they get to 460, 480. This is a longer one, double action, really sturdy nut on it. It's a little bit thicker at the nut end. And I've got 2 strips of ebony on either side of the truss rod as reinforcement rods that run around 2 feet as well. Do they run 2 feet? Close to 2 feet. Yeah, close to 2 feet. So it's about a 2 foot long rod, and I've got two other ebony reinforcement rods next to it. So. Thank you very much, Tez McTez. And thank you, Mark. Yes, B. Bumstead's in the house too. Having trouble typing. Terry, just chill. You don't have to worry. Willie Won't Go's here. Willie, how you doing? It's at the headstock. So I've got the truss rod is in there. I'll just show you. There it is there. You can see the truss rod cavity, the hole in there. And we're putting a cover on it. We're putting a nice little flamed blackwood cover on there that we made. A little sort of arch-shaped, triangular-shaped cover on there on that angled headstock. So it's at that end. Okay, let's get started. I'll just get this bridge down and measure it up. I have got the center line already done. So we'll get to the bench and see what we're doing. I like the colour on you, Manny. You look excited. Look, I'm electric today. Look, Karen, I'm modelling the Puma wear. I am electric today, as they say. Ha! Silly girl. You silly sausage, you. So we've got this guy centered there. We're going to measure out this guy. This guy's at 34 inches right there. I'm going to mark out the baseline for that guy. Just roughly there, the top of that. I'm going to just quickly measure that. "24, 24, that's good. From there we're going up 30 centimetres. Okay, 30 centimetres from up there. And that's where our jazz pickup's going. Let's draw a little guideline up that way. That's where our jazz, which is this guy here, is going. Like that, okay? So that jazz guy, and I'll mark that out quickly. I just want to mark that out quickly. Let me just get this centered up. I always like to put a center line there on both sides, the X and Y axes. Have I got sound? I better not lose my mic. I'll have kittens if I lose my mic. I'm going to get really upset. Let me just line this baby up. I like the crosshairs because you can center everything nicely. Like that. And I'm going to just roughly draw the perimeter. Just the outside corners. Like so. So that's where the base bridge is going. That's where the bridge goes there, and that's the base bridge pickup right there. And then 60 centimetres above that, we have the P-base centre line. Okay, so 60 centimetres above that guy, the centre line, we have, and I'll double check those measurements, of course. The top of that, I'm pretty sure it's the top. Hang on, no. From the top, hang on. I'm just going to go and double check something, guys. I'll be back in a sec. Let me just double check. Under witness protection, am I? I could be. I'll be back in a sec. And as always, I like to check my measurements, and there's a reason I like to check them. I often get them wrong. So I've got them right now. It's 40 and 105. So we need to remeasure this and redraw these lines here. Let me quickly sand those off. Right, let's do that again, shall we? From the top of the base, we go 40, which is a little bit higher. There we go. Okay, and that is the base of the pickup. So the center line for that guy will be 10, as it is 20 wide. So 10 millimeters, 10 millimeters, and 10 millimeters here. That will be the center line, and we'll put a dotted center line in there. Okay, so that means this guy goes in there like so. Like that. Okay, that's our proper one. From there to the base of the P-base back pickups is 105. 105 is right there. 105 is right there. The line for the base of the pickup, the bottom pickup is the low point. And then we lay this guy over the top. Let me draw these suckers in. What have we got there? Mav, the 10 bits, thank you very much. Terry with the resub earlier on, thank you very much as well. Okay, there's our pickup cavities for our P-base. We're going to do the same for this one here. Let me just do the whole hog, go the whole hog as they say, and get it all marked out so we can drill out the cavities that we need to drill out. Okay, there's our other pickup cavity. And they're staggered. There is a magnet on either side of each string if you like. And these are in line with 2 magnets and the string running in between those 2 magnets for each string, 2 poles pieces. Ooh. Okay, so we've got those marked out. Put this on there, just double check everything, make sure it's lined up. $40 to the base, 40 to the base, 105 to the base here, 105 to the base. That's fine. We're good to go, guys and girls. There they are, and we're good to drill the holes. Obviously the buttons will go down here, and the jack will go in there. Okay, we've got to drill some holes out. Going to go 25 deep, an inch deep into this. They are a little bit chunkier. I usually cut them at 25 mil deep. I need to do it on the drill press. So I'm going to take you over there in a second, once I get the camera going. Let me just sort that out. See if we can get that going. Check your camera. Which camera? This camera? Oh, this camera here, this little thing here. What is missing? Hang on, what's going on? Sorry about that. There is a little cover, and it obviously got knocked down like that. Yes, it is to hide my face, Mav. Thank you very much for that. Okay, we're better now. There you go. Dana, what is going on? Sleepyhead? Are you awake yet? How was the concert? Did you have fun? The main thing is that you had fun. Tell me you had fun. Huh. Drill room, that's the one. It takes a little while to deactivate that camera to plug it in live, that's why. There we go. Should be there now. There we go. All right, let me go and fix that up. Can we see? Yes, we can. Wonderful stuff. Okay. You had a blast. Excellent. That's what we like to see. A blast had by all. Right. Ladies and germs, I need to take this over there and start drilling some cavities. Drill those cavities. Indeedy, indeed. Let's do that. Let's do that right away. So I'll take this over, we'll measure it up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We need to drill this guy, drill this guy. Got reinforcement bits here. We need to set them up to 25 mil deep. 25 mil deep. Let me get a pencil, let me get a ruler, let me get some tape. No, get a tape. I better put my apron on for starters. Let me just quickly screens and put my apron on. Aimless whistle tuned. You love it, Tom. I'm improvising, my friend. It's how I roll. I make things fly on the fly. Some of them are garbage and some of them are brilliant. Most of them are garbage, but anyway. Terry, safety. Do I need a mask? No, Terry, I don't need a mask. I will when I'm routing, though. Just quietly. But I don't want to do it. I don't want a mask when I'm drilling. I have got safety on my eyes, though. That's important. Terry's going to get upset with me now. You watch, she's going to start crying. I hate it when she cries. Don't cry, please. All right, I'm going to go and measure this guy up and flick over to the drill room again. There it is. There it is. Let's grab this drill, check what size I need. For these, I think I need this one here. Yeah, is that too wide? Ooh, it's close. It's got to be neat, so I've got to be very careful. This one will do, though. And I think I've already marked it. I'm going to double check that. It should have a marker at 25 mil already. Let's have a little look there. Cutting edge, 25 is, indeed, it's that blue line. Okay, so we're good to go. I don't need to mark that one, I just need to mount that guy. Oh, come on. Keep going the wrong way. We need to drop that to 25, which is about there. So I need to bring this back and limit the depth of this guy. There we go. Not enough. Oh, that's about right. Yeah, that'll do. That's about right. Okay, cool. Here we go. Okay. That's where we want it. Let's go. Let's cut these out. Just check the perimeters. Position this guy where it needs to be centered. Right there. It's clearly not deep enough. I want to see what's gone wrong. Yeah, something's gone wrong. Oh yeah, that's not good enough. It's got to go deeper. That's where I want it. Okay. I smell camphor everywhere. Okay, change the drill, do the middle section and this section here and this guy on this side here. So let's change that drill bit. Just double check that camera, make sure it's still working. Are we still working? Do we still have sound? We do. It's doing well. It is, it's a beautiful smell, Dana. It's an awesome smell. It's fantastic. I love eucalyptus and tea tree, and camphor laurel is beautiful as well. Very natural, beautiful scent. I'd like to get some, I don't know if they make it, I know they make tea tree oil and tea tree candles, and also they're not like the best bathroom fresheners and room air fresheners you can get is tea tree and camphor laurel. It's beautiful to freshen the house up. It's awesome stuff. Just putting this drill away, getting the other drill. Yeah, that's hot. Hurt my fingers. Let's grab the 20. The 20 is just about, it's a bit big. I might grab the small one just to make sure. I'll use the smaller guy just to make sure. This guy here, I think that's 25 mil. Let's measure that. Yeah, so I've already marked that out. Let's pop this guy in and set it all up. Check the depth again on the mechanical side of things. we need to go down to that guy down there. So let's bring that down. Right there. Okay, that's perfect. All right, we're good to go. We'll drill this guy in here, and then we'll do this side here. Okay, we're done. We need to route those out now. So let's flick cameras and let's start routing. Route it out. Let's get rid of this camera. Let's go to this screen here. I'll just quickly check my vocals. Yes, they're all good. Sound, catch up with the chat. Dinner time, take good care. All enjoy. We don't want a Google email. We don't want a Google email. Evil Google. About right. Yeah. No, there's no bearing going on the it's always sounded like that. The roustabout router, that's the one. Okay, now we'll do these first. We'll route these pockets out and then we will round over the edges. Okay? Are you with me? We'll route this guy first, then we'll route over the edges. Grab some clamps, Terry. Clamps. And safety gear. And all that crap. Okay, it's nice and firm. We're going to get some tape on this guy here and strap these guys down. We'll do the big one first. centered, that's centered. Right there, like that. We're going to do that guy first. So let me grab some tape. Tape that guy down. I should be able to clamp that down as well. I might grab the big clamps. Terry, should I use the big clamps? I think I should. I think I should use this big clamp here and clamp down this guy. I will stick him down too. I will stick him down first because it helps to keep him in position while I clamp, because sometimes clamping the tension makes them slide. So let's pop some tape down here. We'll get this guy taped down and then we'll... I made these this morning. Terry, are you impressed that I made these templates? Do you like these templates, Terry? Will they do the job, Terry? Effing holes. That's right, they're effing holes. Butterscotch, that's the big guy. Oopsie daisy, down it goes. But darn, just fell over like a doofus. Right. Okay, now we can clamp that down. Let's clamp it down. Go this side first. Let me just move this guy out a little bit. Center it a little bit so I can work on it a little bit easier. Not too tight, not too tight. I need to make sure there's router room. I'll just use... Okay, there, that ain't moving. That's not going anywhere. Now, I've got to check which cutter I got in here and if it's the right cutter to do the job. Let's see if I can get down there into the bowels of the building, as they say. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. That'll work. close that up. I think that's going to work. Let's quickly plug that in. Let's get our safety gear on. Terry, time for safety gear. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. These cutouts don't reach. What is he talking about? These cutouts don't reach into the cavities you dug out on the wings. Yes, because I use the cutout to go 1/4 inch into the cavity, trim up, flush trim the top of the cavity. Then I take the cutouts and the cutter goes down and uses the inside of the cavity as the router template. The template just gets the inside top part of the cavity neat, and then we can use it, the cavity itself, to be the router template, if that makes sense. Okay. Mask. Otherwise, you'd have cavities that you'd have really thin templates, and I don't like using really thin templates because one slip up and it's all over. There's not much room for the bearing to move along on the thin ones. And I don't like to do one deep pass because of tear out, so I do a thin pass and then probably one more pass after that. In most cases, sometimes I do 3 passes. Okay, Terry, we're good to go. Let's do it. As Tone Loke said, let's do it. Let's give that a try. Let's try our luck. Beautiful. Beautiful.
We get the vacuum. Okay, let's take that off. Let's take it off. Really neat. I'm happy with that. Really cool. So we've gone down about, we're only about a 1/4 inch from the bottom. So now we use the inside edge of that to finish the job. We use a shorter bit. I think I used the same bit. I'll just double check it. I'll double check the bit depth and see how we go with that. To the bottom. No, I need a shorter bit. Okay, I've got to change and put the short guy on there. Let's unplug that guy for safety. We only need this 1/2 inch to get to the bottom and clean that up. Perfect. Okay. Hey Leslie, how's it going? Right, let's do it. Let's go, let's do it. All right. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. Done. There we go. All done. This guy now. Let's get this guy out. Same deal. Take this guy down. Like so. Right there. That's the one. Okay. Tape him down. Tape it down. Tape it down. There we go. Pop another one down here. There we go. Right. Not happy with that. Not happy with that. It doesn't look right. Does it look right? It looks all right. Yeah, that's fine. Because of the slope of the body, it throws me out. Okay, gloves. Let's do this. Better change the bit on that. Mav, that's a good question. Okay, we're ready to go, guys and girls. Let's do it. Let's rock. Beautiful, beautiful, nice and neat. Change the bit. Templates make the world of difference, let me tell you. Right, let's go. Last one. And then we're going to round over the edges. Oh yeah, there's more. We're going to round over the edges as well. Okay, let's go. We good? We ready? We're set? Sorry guys. Okay, can you hear me? Yes, we're still got that. Okay, cool. Did we lose sound? We must have lost sound on the other camera. That's okay, I'll get it back in a second. Sorry guys, I'll get it back in a second. I'll just got to do this. What's that? There we go. How's that? Here we go, we got it back. Okay, so we should have sound back now. Let me have a drink. Whew. Cheers, beers. Alrighty. So it looks pretty neat. I do like it. I'll show you a quick squeeze at those pockets. They look really slick. They are. They're nice and neat. Get all that sawdust from inside out, from the back there. The good news is that we've actually opened up into the cavity area. So that means that we don't need to drill any holes. There's already cables able to go into. You can see the holes in there, I think. I'll show you on this camera here. So there's our neat pockets. They're nice and neat, are they not? And we've got, you can see the holes through there. You can see into there where we'll feed the cables down into this cavity here for the wiring. So it's, there it is there. Close look at that. Okay. You can see the gaps there because this bar is only that wide. So of course this chamber, I've cut the chamber in deliberately so that when we get to the bottom of that guy, we do have, there's enough wood there for the screws, but we also have a gap there to allow to feed those cables through. There's a couple of pairs coming through here, and well, actually it's not a couple of pairs, but this one piggybacks daisy chains onto this one, goes in, and that one's on its own. But there we have it. Okay, we're going to round over the edges, and then I'm going to give this a coat of just some spirits to pop that colour and see what that looks like while we're at it. So let's do that. Get this guy back down here. Whew. Are you going to have to blow out the cavities? Are you going to have to blow out the cavities? Yeah, I'll do that. It's fine. There's plenty of... We're going to blow all the dust out. We're going to clean that guy up for sure, but it's looking neat. I just want it to look neat, that's all. Neat and tidy. Now we're going to do the round over. Actually, I'm not going to put that on yet. Have I unplugged this? Not yet. Let me unplug this and change to the 1/4 inch round over bit. We want those edges to be nice and round. We want it to soften up. A base should always be nice and round, in my opinion, and nice and you know, flowing nicely around the edges. Even a larger round over than 6 millimeters or 1/4 inch is also appropriate. Some go as high as 1/2 inch, but I don't have, because it's chambered, I won't be doing that. If it was solid, I could have gone a bigger round over and rounded over the edges completely round. But what I want to do is, because it's a cap and we've only got a very finite boundary where the cap's glued to because of the chamber, we want to make sure we keep it to 6 mil and no bigger, so that we don't break through and ruin the whole guitar, which is very possible that that could happen as well. We're about to find out. Anyway, Terry, are you nervous? You should be. Hang on, that's too big. What's that one? There we go. That's the 6 mil. Okay, we're going to put this guy on there. Rage! Too much round over would expose the cap versus the back. It should be okay though. 6 mil is plenty without exposing anything, I don't think. I'm about to find out anyway, Tom, so cross my fingers and hope that I don't break through. I have got a small round over. I could use a small one, but I don't like the small one. I might try a 3. I might try an 1/8. Let's go for a slightly smaller round over. We can always file it with my hand later. This is a small here. This one's actually pretty small, but it's pretty neat and tidy as well. I think we'll be right with the, we'll try the small one first, see what results we get, and then we'll have a look. I generally leave half an inch of border, so there's more than enough meat there for this sandwich. Let's see what we get out of this little 4mm one. I think it's just over. It's a bit more than an 1/8. It's probably about 3/16. Just lining that up. I'm going to test that first. I'm going to test that on a strip of wood. Just going to test it on this guy first here. Let me do a quick test just here on this guy. Yeah. It's pretty small, but it's probably, yes, you can see the round over there, how small it actually is. But with some sanding, it'll be fine. I might just do this one because it is a very fine. It's a very fine piece of. It's only a little bit thicker. The cap is a little bit thicker than that, and I don't want to take the cap all the way down to the edge and expose the wood underneath it and have a white. I don't want a white faux binding because I've taken the cap too far in. So this will stop that from happening. I'm about to test it anyway. Let's clamp this out, get our safety gear on, and then let's do it. Yeah, it's a small rounding. It's only about an 1/8 to 3/16. 3/16. Yeah, it's very small, but I'll show you why in a minute. Yeah, I'll clamp it, Terry. I haven't forgotten. Get my safeties on. Did I hit that guy? Let's see what that looks like. Are you ready, Terry? Let's go. Pretty good. It's nice. With a bit of sanding, I can round that off a little bit more. That will do nicely. Okay. I can only go so far, so close to the fretboard. The rest I'll do by hand. Yep, that's fine. Flip it over. We'll do the straight edges. We'll do this by hand, obviously. We'll start here and just do this and leave the belly cut for. We'll get the shinto on there. Take a bevel, and then hand blend it in. Have we still got sound? Yes, we do. Okay. Did they now? A man bun. Oh, yes, they did. Very nice. Not. Okay, so we don't need that side, so let's start. Let's take this side here. And I'll quickly do the back first. Make sure this hasn't dropped. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that's got me a rounded edge. It is a little bit on the thinner side. It's not too bad, but I will file it some more. I will do some work on that by hand. Let me double check at the chat. Let's catch up with the chat. Oh, thank you, guys and girls. That's out of the way. Let's have a look. Follow-up commander. Whew. So is this the route we want to go? The reminds me of one. My job was to hold this. Oh, okay, cool. Ha! Yes, indeed. Puns everywhere. So you need a little bit of sanding on here. You can see that guy is routed. Okay, it's rounded, but it's the beauty of it is it hasn't gone all the way down on the cap, so you can still see a fair bit of cap, and it's just rounded at the top of the cap. I will hit that with a file. I'm going to get that nice and rounded with the file, but that's coming along nicely. I'm going to put the holes in for the bridge now, and then we're going to put some oil on it to check and see what it looks like. First things first, I'll get the bridge down there. I have marked out where it's going. Right there. And right there. I need to get that centered. That is actually pretty centered. That's centered there. There we go. Okay, I'm going to mark those holes. Let me flick over to this bench. Okay, so that's where the bridge is going, and we're going to. We've marked out where we want the position to be. I'm just going to mark out the holes for the screws, and then we're going to line some things up here and double check things. Let's give it a couple of little dark holes there. Mark that out. Okay, now if I just tape that guy down for a minute and align some things up. Although the pickups aren't in there, it doesn't really matter. I've got the saddles there. I just want to hold that down for a sec, like so, just roughly, so it doesn't move too much. I want to just line this guy up and check the distance from the edge of the fretboard. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Yeah, that's nice. You can see that that's going. Yeah, there's a good 1/4 inch of space up here, down to about 1/8 here, given that this is the thicker side and this is the thin side. And that gives us a little bit less. That's pretty good spacing. That's nice and centered, so we're going to have lots of room there for that 4-string. That big fat string is going to sit on there like that. Plenty of room so that there's no hanging off the end of the board. It's lots of room, lots of real estate on that room. So we've got it in the right place. I can drill those holes now, just some pilots. And we're going to put some oils on this guy just to check it out. Okay. I'm going to sand all this clean as soon as I get this drill those pilot holes. Let me grab those pilot holes, drill those in. First things first, we'll spike this guy. In actual fact, I won't drill them, I'll just put these little holes in here like so. That way I know where they go. Okay, so there's our bridge holes, pretty much ready to go. Let's get let me sand this guy down. I'm going to grab the sander and just give that a quick sand, and then we'll put some oil on there and see what that looks like. I'm going to sand those edges as well and just round them over a little bit more. And I use the 250, sorry, that's too heavy, that one. I'll use the 240 grit to sand those corners. Where is that guy? I've got it here somewhere, here it is. Just going to give that a little light sanding, get those pencil marks off there.
Then we're going to put some colour on there and see what this little baby guy looks like. Who wants to see what the baby guy looks like, guys and girls? We do. That's who, we do. Right. Put a battery in this guy. Get a mask on, just in case he kicks up some dust. And some goggles. Some glasses. Sissy. Quit whining and get sanding, you sissy. Ha! Hilarious.
No, it's all fine. Very lightly. Looks great. Fantastic.
Wait till we get some colour on there, guys and girls. Are we ready for colour? Do we want some colour? How about I move it up to the bench up here? I might just put it closer so you guys can actually see it properly. Let me just clean up this bench. Let's get this beautiful guy looked at properly. Those templates I'm really happy with. They did a great job. I'm ecstatically happy with those templates. Just pop some of these clamps away. Right, this can go away. Put the Kick-Ass 4 bridge away. That's actually what it's called. The box says Kick-Ass 4. 4-string. There's a Kick-Ass 5 as well. What a hilarious bridge. That's why I bought it, because of the name. No, I didn't really. It's actually a very good hardtail bridge for a bass. But it's got a good name anyway. Kick-Ass! Kick-Ass 4! Right, let's get it up here and have a good look, shall we? Get all these sharp things away. Put them away, put these away, back in the box. Right. What did I just drop then? Something, doesn't matter. I'll find it. Okay. Pop it up here. Now we can see some colour happening on this guy here, right? Right, look at that. There's no pencil marks. They're all gone. Let's get it going. Who's excited? They're all excited. I hit it with the, you can see that round over is a bit bigger now. I've just hit it a little bit with the sand. I'm going to do it by hand. Just hit that with by hand a little bit and just accentuate that roundness a little bit more. Okay, let's do it.
Let's get some magic dust on there. Let's show off this fancy wood. Fanny wood? Okay. Ta-da! Ta-da! What do you think, guys and girls? Are we happy? Are we satisfied? Do we like that? Do we like that? Is that cool? Tom, do you like that? I think it's pretty unique, don't you think? Let's have a closer look at that. There we go. Look at that guy. Crazy good, right? And the matching headstock, of course. There she is. Our bacon wood base. She's a gorgeous. She's a beautiful. It is gorgeous. I love it. I may even keep it myself. No, I'm not going to keep it myself. I'm kidding myself. So another look on the other angle. There it is, right? And you can imagine how good that's going to look with the black hardware on there, okay? So we put our bridge on there. And what I'm thinking of doing, I've got these camphor laurel. So there's our bridge. Let's pop that on there. I mean, you can imagine that, right? Okay. With black hardware, it's going to pop. And I've got the 3, 1 tone, 2 volumes. And I'm thinking of using this guy here. And I've got to make a spindle for it. If I can find it, let me find it, guys and girls. I think it's in the other room. Let me find it. Where is it? So I've got this guy here, which I'm going to cut up into 2-inch pieces. Okay, this camphor laurel strip, you can see the rings from the trunk. I'm going to make some knobs, volume and tone knobs. I'm going to turn these on the saw, and I'm going to use the Shinto to shape those, and some chisels to shape it. If I can get enough speed from the saw, from the drill press, I should say. We'll see how that goes, and that would be something interesting. I could probably sand off the corners and turn it into a octagon quite easily just by beveling those off, and then it would use the Shinto rasp to round them completely over to about 20 millimeters, about 3/4 of an inch, and have 1, 2, 3. I've got 1/4 inch sleeves for it for the volume pot shaft. So the shaft goes into the spline in there, and that would fit into a 1/4 inch hole in the center of that. But if I turn those, they might be nice. We like it a lot. Okay, cool. So yeah, this is going to turn out nice, guys and girls. That looks, with some oil on that, that's going to look pretty amazing, I think. We'll just wet that headstock again. Let me grab some more of this. Give it a bit more of a douse. Just wet that headstock just to show you guys. The headstock matching is something else as well. There we go. Okay, there's the headstock as well. If you see, when we put the oil on that, or the color on that pops. It's going to have black keys. There's the body. Okay, so it's pretty much looking pretty good. I'm happy with that. That's coming along nicely. There's a headstock there. You can see it really pops nicely when we put some color on that guy. There we go. What do you think, guys and girls? It was worth it, wasn't it? I think it was. It's a beauty. She's great. Now I need a lot of sanding. So we're going to spend the next day probably just prepping all these edges
getting every little mark out of there, getting that back nice and finished. The back looks pretty good too. I like the skunk stripe down there like that. And that's that neck's ready to be leveled pretty much. Actually, I have leveled it. I have leveled those frets. Or have I? No, I haven't leveled the frets yet. I did polish it, but I haven't leveled the frets yet. I did bevel it. I've got to level and crown them, and I've got to get those nice and smooth. But they are trimmed down nicely, and the edges. What we haven't done is put some markers, dot markers, white dot markers, and I'm going to do that right now. So get those in there so that when I sand the neck, we can include those markers as well. So let's get cracking with that. I'll pop this down here. We'll flick over and get some markers on there. Thank you, Terry. You're always encouraging. Not discouraging, but encouraging. Very good. That's how we roll, Terry. That's how we roll. I've got a couple of small pieces of that camphor laurel for the turning. I'm going to try it first. I need to get a drill hole right through the middle of that guy, put a spindle in there, nut and bolt on a nut through there with a shaft and a bolt. Bolt that down sturdily enough with a couple of big ring washers. Hold it in place so it doesn't actually spin on that spindle. That's why I want to screw the screw right through the middle to hold it tight. Hopefully it doesn't split. We're going to try and shape that on the drill press if we can. I'm a naysayer. Ha! Say anything you like. Advocate for Ray, the Hank Bar, just in time. Mr. Bud. What is going on, Raiders? Welcome to the stream. What's happening? Hank, how was your... What is going on? We're just showing off our base. We've got the cap on there, so here's our neck through base. We've cut the cavities. We've just rounded the corners roughly. We need to sand all that stuff and glue off. We've got the cap on. We've routed the pockets and the bridge holes, and there's the cap, that camphor laurel bacon wood, as I call it, the rashes of gorgeous bacon. There's our headstock to match. Okay, so it's looking good, guys and girls. What's going on? Looks nice. Look, it looks nice. It feels great. The neck is carved. It's all happening. It's light. It's chambered. It's chambered, hollowed out. Just two big chambers in there, one in there, one in there. Nice big neck through there. It's all happening. And we're going to drill a couple little holes in this guy. Let me move some of this stuff. I'm going to use this lump here of camphor laurel. I'm going to cut it into small two-inch pieces, run a bolt through the middle or a spline of some sort. Try and see if I can turn a couple of these and make some wooden matching volume and tone knobs for the top. We'll see how we go. I don't know if I'm going to succeed, but I'm going to give it a try anyway. It's worth a crack, as they say. Crack that whip! Let's go up here. I'm going to move this bench here. And I'm going to pour some oil, pour some spirits on there to show you the color of this guy again. I love this thing. I love this thing so much. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful flame through there on both sides. There we go. River oak fretboard. Maple Paduke, maple 5-piece laminate neck all the way through. Silk wood, or lace wood I should say, silky oak back, and the back does show some beautiful scale. It looks like a piece of sandstone. When you see the grain, you'll see that it looks like it's actually pitted, like it's been chiseled away with a hammer and chisel, a mason's chisel. You can see those marks there. Coloured mat, that apple is mismatched, which is nice. You've got a lighter bit in the middle. It looks like 5 different or 3 different pieces of wood. It's only 2. But you can see the grain in that guy. It looks pitted. Lots of fish scaly sort of grain. And there's a bit of flame in that too. That's the back of that. Rage, rage, rage. In the house. So yeah, it's coming along. It's a nice top. It is a nice top. It's a nice back as well. I do like the body as well. That's quite nice as well. That's going to oil up nicely. That colour is beautiful. Natural. It's a beautiful natural wood, natural colour. Leave that natural, and I'm going to oil this and get that dark colour popping out. So it's going to look pretty sexy, I think, once it's done. See you, Rage. Take it easy, brother. Thank you very much, Rage, for being here. You are always a great supporter of the stream. Those stripes, though. Yeah, you like the stripes, Dana. You're a bit geometrical, aren't you, at times? You're a geometrical gal. You're a geometrical gal. Let's mark out these guys and see what we can do to get some dots on the right side, of course, of the ledger. So I'm going to move some of this stuff here. Let me put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. Got a lot of sanding to do, I'll tell you. Some rough edges on this thing, I'll tell you, but we're not finished yet. We've got a ways to go yet. Let me grab this guy and put that rest that there. Just going to hold it there. I'm going to mark this guy out with my little doobie dot guy. So fret 3, I'm just going to pop one in here. And fret 5. Seven. 9. This is difficult doing it with a set neck because you know what? It's going to be hard getting the drill in there. I'm going to have to work on that, but I'm just marking these out while I can. There's 2 that go in here for 12. One on that side. And one right there. There's one right here. I can actually just make it with a longer shaft. And one in here. I'm not going to put any on these 2 here because they're too close to the bench to mat, the top to matter. He's not going to be playing up here anyway, but you get the drift. One there, 2 there, sorry. One there. Okay, cool. I'm just going to pop that down, grab my drill, get the little pilot guy, and drill a couple little holes in there. This little guy, my favourite little guy. Let's grab ourselves some little plastic rods. Here they are, here they are. Grab some rods, little white guys. Got some little black ones in there as well. Little baby guys, that's them. One day you might, Mav. I think I've got, if I get some more free ones, we'll give you a VIP. Let's see how we go. All right, let's grab this guy out. Just going to double check the thickness of this. It is the right one. Yeah, it is. Okay, we're good to go. I'm just going to pop a couple of holes in here. Whoopsie daisy. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1 in there. One in here at 5. One here at 7. One here at 9. 2 at 12. And on the other side, if I flip this around, I should probably just get in there to 15 if I can. Should be able to just get a little bit in there. Yeah, we're a little bit tight for angle and space, so I don't want to angle them down. I'm going to get a longer drill bit, and I'm going to do that later. I'm not going to do it right now because it is a little bit howdy-doody. So I'm going to put these in first.
Somebody just followed me.
Hoytsleeks, what's going on? Little X. Hoyts Little X. That's a terrible name, by the way. No, thank you. Welcome to the stream. I'm just kidding. Okay, we're going to pop this guy in. And we're going to glue a couple of these little guys in. Let me just turn it this way so you can see the neck. Whoops, you can see the neck a little better. Make some room. Okay, let's pop them in there. Grab some glue. Where's my little glue bottle? Here it is. I'm going to throw some in there. I'm whistling another no-name tune just for Tom. I'll use a couple of pieces and I just rotate them and go up and down the neck. You like that tune, don't you, Tom? I can tell. Ha! Ha! Snow White. Trust me to know the tune from a dwarf. Very funny. That tune is from Snow White. I wouldn't have a clue, my friend. Whistle as we work. What was it called? Hi ho, hi ho. Soft to work we go. Let them cure. We'll cut them off. We lost sound again. Let me get it back. There we go. It's back. All right, let me go to this guy here. I'll just use that guy, I guess. Sorry, what I was saying was always work away from the body. Thank you, Tom. I think we got it now. Like so. And you get a nice, neat, flush dot. You can see that guy there. Very gently draw that away. There we go. Done. Nice, neat little dots down the side there. Okay, let me put that scalpel away. Bring this guy back up again. Yeah, Texas, Tom, you're not whistling Dixie there, mate. I've ripped my fingers to shreds, especially with a surgical scalpel. They're so bloody sharp, mate. And it's we're talking razor blades. You do not want to be pulling it towards you at any time. There's the dots. If you can see those guys popping somewhere. There's a couple there. And there's a couple down the neck there. But anyway, this guy's pretty much done for today. I'm going to give it a break now, and I'm going to maybe this afternoon round those over by hand. I've got them rounded over with a router, but I want to just start shaving and scraping and cleaning up those edges. I've got to do this manually as well because the router won't fit in there without botching that up. So get the file and just round those over, get the sandpaper, get them nice and rounded, nice and smooth. And what I'm going to do now is see if there's anyone else. X-Actos. Yes, X-Actos are very sharp as well. The X-Acto knives. Let me see how we're going. On the old Streameroo. I'll try and return the favor. Thanks for the follow, guys and girls. And Hank Bud, thank you for the raid, buddy. I really appreciate it. You're always a good support of our stream. And Mav, thank you for the 10 bits earlier. Terry and Orby and Grey Dog with the subs. Thank you very much. It's still September, so September, there's still a quarter, 25% off, I think. So keep them coming if you want to save some money on a monthly sub. Now's the time to do it. Let me see who's on. Is there anybody out there? Archeros is on. We can stream Archeros. He's got some interesting stuff. Let's go to Archeros and see what he's up to. Have a great night, Dana. Good. Thank you very much for being here. Hope you have a good one. Go and get some rest. Party girl. Raid Archeros. Let's go. Hitting that button. Do it. Come on. There we go. It's doing it right now. Okay, guys and girls, I'll be back again tomorrow. I've got to get some leather dyes to paint that Telecaster Blue. Tomorrow we're going to continue going on this guy. We're at the point where I really just need to start looking at finishing, and the pickups are on the way. They're still being made, but they won't be too far away, maybe a week or so. Hopefully we'll have them by then and we can put it together. But until then, guys and girls, I will see you next time. Matty from The Guitar Show, take it easy. I'll quickly flick you over to Archer Ross, have a little look and see what he's doing. But from me, bye for now.